I think one of the biggest things for growers, you want to get that crop out of the field, fairly quickly in a timely manner, and landlords may be looking at you too. So I know there's a lot of pressure there, but you want to make sure that you get all the crop that you can out of there, and having some idea of how much machine loss you're willing to tolerate, and then checking or measuring it is important. The only real way that you're going to know what that is to get off the machine and look behind the combine. It needn't take a lot of time, but a few checks, particularly kind of early in the season, and then as conditions change, about how much grain is still left in the field. If you're above the limit that you want to be at, then you need to start looking in front of the combine, whether it's pre-harvest loss or maybe loss at the head. Research would suggest that most operators, if the crop is standing reasonably well, need to be shooting for 1 bushel per acre loss or less. And that's doable in a lot of cases, but only if you kind of check and make sure you know what you're doing. That equates to about two kernels of corn per square foot, or 4 soybeans per square foot would be 1 bushel per acre loss. Operating the combine is always kind of a trade-off between making sure you keep your losses down and also getting good grain quality up there in the grain tank for storability, that type of thing. I think commonly people will maybe start to increase rotor or cylinder speed fairly quickly if they go, gee, I want to make sure I'm getting all the crop off there. But honestly, if you're not kind of checking, you can overdo that, and you can beat that crop up too much and start to damage the seed coats. But also you can start to damage the seed enough that you're actually starting to lose a little harvested yield that way. So watching your rotor speed can be an issue, and also making sure you've got adequate airflow in the cleaning chute, keeping that cleaning fan up to speed that way. You're really relying on some air separation that way. So I know people want to make sure they're not blowing the crop out the back of the combine, but again, you check out the back of the combine, make sure you're not doing that, and maintain adequate airflow for good separation in the cleaning chute. It's a little hard to know what harvest of 2013 is going to look like, but we can see some impact of harvest 2012 in some of these fields in terms of just the dropped kernels or dropped soybeans in the field, and sometimes it can be a good reminder of maybe taking just a little more time and making sure you got as much of that crop out of the field as you could would be good. Some of that pre-harvest loss you maybe can't do much about, but some of it's machine loss, and it can come back to bite you in terms of weed control and some other issues.